We're back. And we back.
We back.
And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back.
Wish that you could build a time machine so you could see the things no one can see. Feels like you're standing on the edge, looking at the stars and wishing you were.
Alright guys, like I said last time,
Let's get right into this bitch. Got way too excited there. Why? It's an adult event.
you right, if you're under 13,
You can still go.
you can still go, but just don't.
You're gonna see a lot of things, hear a lot of things.
They shouldn't.
Your parents might not like it.
Alright, so,
My number 10. This is The Houses. 10 being the least exciting for me is, I don't know the exact name, but Blumhouse. I was gonna say The Horrors of Blumhouse, it might just be
I'll let you
Blumhouse.
stop right there.
Okay.
It's Horrors of Blumhouse 2 Electric Boogaloo.
What?
It's not, it's just a thing.
Okay.
But mine's the same, number 10.
Okay. We don't know each other's lists, by the way, on either
We
of
don't,
them.
yeah, we don't know each other's list.
Except for the show
Except for the
list.
show list.
Hello?
Academy of Villains.
Yeah. that
Number
show.
1 and number 1. Okay.
Okay, Blumhouse.
It's,
It's Blumhouse, it's a thing.
don't get me
Just
wrong.
like the question we got earlier, what is Blumhouse?
What even is a Blumhouse? The real question is,
Happy Death Day's alright.
why not a Blumhouse? If this deal
Who is
works
Blumhouse?
out, if this deal works out, we've had one Blumhouse
What is Blumhouse?
already. This is the second one. If this house is good,
Where is Blumhouse?
I don't want to hear any negative feedback.
Why is Blumhouse?
Guys, we don't need negativity. Blumhouse is going to be an okay house.
Yeah, it will be. It's definitely not going to be bad.
It's not going to be bad. I don't think any of the
It's just
houses
on
this
the
year are
level
gonna
of
be bad.
excitement, it's at the bottom.
Yeah, out of all the houses that we can be hyped for,
See, last year my level for my Blumhouse, it was towards the middle bottom-ish at the start, at the event.
I think mine was at the top the whole time.
Yeah, yours was, and mine was at the middle
I
bottom.
was like, that was my favorite house opening
because
weekend.
already, we had Insidious already.
We had The Purge,
Yeah,
and
we
it
had
was
The Purge.
Sinister's first time.
Sinister, I didn't, it was okay.
The thing I
So-
like about this is that it's giving The Purge its own time to breathe.
Yeah.
Because last year
At least we didn't get a Purge Scare Zone again. Not that
Exactly.
they're bad,
in Blumhouse, it was literally a hallway.
but... And then we got it outside.
And then in Scream, when it was 25, it was supposed to be Scream.
Can't believe you said that.
So basically, we haven't had a house based on The Purge itself.
They didn't, they have never willingly given it to the Purge.
So, hats off. Hopefully, this
Even
is
though it's
a
still
great
not
house.
its own house, but I think Happy Death Day and the Purge kind of on the HHN Hollywood thing where they kind of come in at the same times, because I've seen the videos of how their Blumhouse was last year, because they had the Purge too, right?
Yeah.
Last year they kind of coincide with each other because they're not too different. So maybe they'll come together, kind of like a Freddy vs. Jason type thing, not going at each other but coming for you. I don't know, probably not, but that's a chance, a chance.
So, like we said, what even is a Blumhouse?
Don't know.
Let's just move on
Mike's
over,
number 9.
and I'll go to my number 9.
Yeah.
My number 9, when this was announced, I was really excited. So, Dead Exposure Patient Zero is my number 9. Let's just say zombies, Horror Nights, kind of tired of them, but it's okay because it's a new experience. It's just, like we've been saying, like we just said, with the other houses that are here, the anticipation is hard to be
We've
super
had so
excited.
many zombies.
To be super excited for this when we have stuff like what's coming on this list.
Yeah.
So I'm
You know
just
how many Walking Deads we've been through? A lot of them. And you know how many Walking Dead scare zones we've been through? Like 2?
no,
1?
no. What's the park-wide event?
Well, yeah, but wasn't there... Yeah, so... But that was... Exactly. So they had 5 scare zones because it was the park-wide event. So they really had 5 in 1 year. So fuck off.
So at least we got a break for like a year from zombies.
Even
And
though the high was not zombies, but...
they were vampires.
My number 9 is Poltergeist. What is there really to say? It's not something that I'm truly excited for. Again, this is just me. I'm sure Poltergeist will be his next one, to be honest with you.
You got a pen back there? Thank you.
It's kind of like, I'm sure it'll be a good house, and I really think I'm going to be blown away or caught off guard by how good it'll be, to be honest with you. So if I had to rank like a sleeper list, I feel like that'll be towards the top, because I have it so low. But then again, maybe it won't be. I really don't have much to say about it. I think that hopefully they have good effects in it, because they have opportunity to get really good effects. Besides that, it's my number 9. Not too excited for it. That's it. Your number... Oh, my number 8. My number 8, he already said, and that's Dead Exposure. Zombies. Even though it could be great. It could be amazing. Do not get me wrong, it could be such a great house. And I don't doubt it, because it's an original house. And it has a story. Unlike The Walking Dead, where if you don't watch the show, you really don't know what's going on for the most part. I kind of hope for Dead Exposure that they bring the story into the house with it, kind of like how the year-round Walking Dead maze does in Hollywood. Kind of give it some... I know they're not going to go as in-depth with it as they do. Huh? Doesn't think they have a Walking Dead year-round thing.
Yeah, they do.
I kind of hope they, make it a little different. Give it some sort of story inside of it, since it's an original and they have a story outside of it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm asking for too much, but this is just my hope. Number 8.
He talked about sleepers, right? What house, since it got announced, I said is going to be the black sheep of the event?
I don't know.
I have a friend in this house, and I know you're watching. Scare me and make this my favorite house. Seeds of Extinction is my number 7, 8? 8. Seeds of Extinction is my number 8. Whew. This house just sounds amazing, but there's stuff that's coming that I'm more excited for.
Yeah.
So, like he said, if I were to have a sleeper list, this would probably be on top of that
Same
sleeper
here.
list. Because I'm getting real Scarecrow vibes from this, and the fact
it
that
has a chance to be one of the better looking houses, maybe even the best.
it can possibly be House of the Year.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement.
When it comes to originals, you could never count anything out.
Exactly. Like, it can sound lame. Like,
Because 2 years ago, who thought Tomb of the Ancients was going to be amazing?
exactly. To be honest, fun fact: before Horror Nights last year, before there was a walkthrough, before anything, I thought Scarecrow was going to be all right. I thought it was going to just be another house.
Yeah.
Look at it now; it's like my second favorite original property of all time.
I'm pretty sure I really liked Scarecrow. I said it was going to be one of the better ones.
Yeah, you did.
And it was.
Yeah.
What up?
This man knows.
I got the knowledge. And I said Dead Waters was going to be number 1, I'm pretty sure, so I wasn't too far off.
Yeah.
That wasn't a hard guess, though.
Exactly. All right, so let's go down to my number 7. My number 7 was already mentioned.
What's our guess?
Yeah.
Damn it, I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong.
They're here. That, like he said, they can have a lot of cool effects in this house. It can be phenomenal. The fact that we're going to be walking into the white light, the fact that you're going to probably hear Carol Ann's voice when you're walking through the house, like when she's in the other dimension. The puppetry that's going to possibly be in this house is going to be out of this world. And I'm really not the biggest fan of the Poltergeist. Don't come at me. But I feel like this can be a bomb house. Like, this can be great.
On a very optimistic, not even optimistic, I think, as a comparison to this house, which I didn't speak of, I really think I'm getting some exorcism vibes from this house. Exorcist. Not because they're similar in any way. I think Exorcist was the effects they had in it. More in Hollywood, once again, they had different
it's a
effects.
Slow burn.
Yeah.
And slow burn movies don't always translate so good.
Mm-hmm.
If you want an example, The Exorcist was a great house.
Mm-hmm.
The Shining was The Shining.
It was okay. The Shining. I just think The Shining would have been better if it was scary. I don't think it was bad.
But
it just wasn't scary at all.
It's not a horror movie. It's a psychological
This
thriller.
is so much off topic. The scene in The Shining when you're in the the ballroom.
The Gold Room.
Yeah. Where
That
they're
was
dancing.
an original scene.
Where they're dancing and then the lights come out and they're, oh my god, it's so good.
It's
so
like
good.
There's pros and cons to
So
this.
good, but we're not gonna talk about that.
But we have to cut it because we have a lot more to get to.
Yeah.
You're number 7.
My number 7 is Halloween 4. I think as much crap as Halloween 2 got, it was never slated as the worst house, but also never the best. It was like a middle of the pack, lower end house for a lot of people. I've never, obviously the first Halloween house is amazing and I love. We've spoken about that in previous videos. The Halloween 2, I didn't hate, to be honest with you. I just think there's something about Michael Myers. I think he's such an iconic character that it's hard to go wrong for me. And Halloween 4 is better than Halloween 2, in my opinion. So there it is. It's Michael Myers, man.
Michael Myers, man.
Yeah. Oh, you did 7 already?
Yeah.
My number 6 is one that he mentioned, and that's Seeds of Extinction. I had a really hard time placing that under my number 5. I think they're borderline tied. Again, like he said, getting a lot of Scarecrow vibes from it. But in a Scarecrow mixed with, ironically, Tomb of the Ancients thing going on here. You know, the Tomb of the Ancients foliage and stuff like that.
I was thinking more of like a zombie abandoned thing, but like... Because it's supposed to be like an alien species of plants.
Yeah.
So like...
Expect Venus flytraps, stuff like that. There might be a lot of puppets in the house. I don't really know how they're
Call me
going to do it.
crazy and weird, but this is gonna sound like the dumbest comparison. Think Asylum in Wonderland with some of those laughing lilies.
I've thought about that.
And those were pretty cool. That house wasn't scary, but it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, Seeds of Extinction, I think, honestly, might be my number 1 sleeper for this year. So, I'm very excited for it. Really, really excited. I think all the things that they've done with plant-related and nature-related things have been good. So, that's it.
Alright.
Your number 6.
My number 6
is Halloween.
is Halloween 4.
What up?
What's good? Because, let's just say from 6 down, it's hard to rank. Because
Yeah.
I love Mikey Mike's.
Mike.
Halloween is my all-time favorite intellectual property for now. And Halloween 2, I liked it. It was probably like my 3rd favorite house that year. 3rd or 4th? 3rd. I think it was my 3rd favorite house because that's the year we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad
and I didn't
ones.
like Tomb that much. But that was just me. But Halloween 4 is to me the 2nd best Halloween movie ever. A lot of people agree with me in the Horror Nights community because when this got announced, everyone was hyped. Everyone was expecting the new Halloween from 2018, and I
still would have been excited about it, to be honest with you.
personally didn't want it. One, when I get a house that I can't see the resource for,
Yeah.
it's kind of like walking into something that I don't know, and I don't like that. Kind of like with Dracula Untold.
Or like going to the Insidious. Did they have? Was it The Last Key for us, or was that Hollywood?
That was both of us. We had the last key in.
It's kind of like
Blumhouse.
if Last Key would have had their own house, and I still haven't seen it, I would have been very confused. I've seen previous Insidious movies, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah, like if they would have put, I don't want to get into this, but I'll say it quick. If they would have put Halloween, like 2018 Halloween, in Blumhouse, might have made it a strong candidate.
Yeah.
But then that would have meant 9 houses, and we don't need
Or
that.
they could replace it with something else,
Yeah.
which they would have.
But anyways, let's finish not talking about Halloween anymore.
Number 5.
Let's get down to number 5. Remember what I said? These are not easy for me to rank hype-wise, but number 5 is Slaughter Cinema. It's Slaughter Cinema just for the fact that there's stuff here that I really like, and I can't really move it. And Slaughter Cinema just sounds great. Don't get me wrong, it sounds like it's gonna be one of the best houses ever. Like, it can't be compared to anything.
I don't
really.
think it's going to be really scary,
No.
but it's crazy how I really think it's going to be really good. I'm not going to spoil where it is on my list, but I really think it's going to be really good.
I just feel like
I think it has the
it has
lowest bust
real
potential
for
for being real.
Blumhouse from last year feel to it.
Except everything's a B movie.
And everything's
not the B movie, but B movies.
Here's the thing. They can do whatever they want. We got the Cannibal
babies.
Women from Planet Hell. You have Cult of the Beast Baby.
Wasn't it Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon Women.
Yeah.
Amazon Cannibals
Something,
from
yeah.
Planet Hell. And
There was one more funny one.
there's more. No, there's so much. You got the Yeti.
Yeah.
And then it's just so much cool stuff that's going to be in here. And I saw on Twitter somebody put out an aerial picture of the facade for this. So far, it looks like it's going to be a drive-in theater. And that's all you need. Like, this is going to be great. But let's get down to his.
Just because it's number 5 doesn't mean he doesn't like it.
Exactly. Don't forget that. From 5 down. Well, 6 down.
My number 5 is Trick or Treat.
I knew it.
And I'm going to say something very bold here. And I could be super wrong. And the way I look at my list, I think it could be this one or the next one for what I'm about to say. But I think Trick or Treat has the potential to be the scariest house this year. For me, at least. I think the environment of it and all the possible scares from seeing the movie, I really think it has a chance to be, at least for me, one of, if not the scariest house this year. That's why it's ranked in the middle for me. Usually I put Trick or Treat kind of lower. Not anything against it, I get more excited for other things, but watching the movie and knowing all the things they can do inside of the house and, you know, anywhere else, I think it really could be the scariest house this year. That's why it's at my number 5.
Number 4.
My number 4 is Carnival Graveyard. This is the other one I said could be maybe tied, maybe better for the scariest house of the event. I'm really excited for this house, and it was so hard placing this at 4. Honestly, the top 4 were neck and neck for the most part. This might have had the biggest I don't know anymore, but I'm so excited for this house. I don't even know how I put it at number 4. I just think, when I think of Halloween Horror Nights, like just on a random day, I have to think of which house I think of first, and then that's how I rank my lists on here, because that's really what you're most excited for the most part. What you correlate Halloween Horror Nights with. So yeah, I mean, carnivals, graveyards. 2 words that are amazing for Halloween Horror Nights. And what else can I ask for? I mean, it's going to be great. Everything with clowns seems to be amazing that they do. Besides chance, but they weren't really clowns. Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 4. I think it's going to be dope. It's going to be great. But it's gotta be what's gotta be. It's gotta be there for number 4.
My number 4?
Stranger Things.
Yep. My number 4 is Stranger Things. Pretty sure this is his it is. It's his most anticipated intellectual property. If you guys watched the Walker, well, not watched. If you listened to the Walker Nation podcast the other day when they spoke to the creators of Horror Nights and they got to walk through the house. This house sounds really freaking cool, guys. It's just season 1, which I think is amazing. I don't care that much for season 2. Season 1 is really good, and I like the fact that it's just season 1, so it can tell you the whole story. It can really give you the full effect. They don't have to rush through scenes. They don't have to go crazy. And then, let me add something to this. Puppets. I talked about it with which one was it that I talked about puppets? Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Puppets. Puppets make Horror Nights better. Honestly, puppets are just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And this house is going to have puppet Demogorgons, full-size Demogorgons, and it's just going to be amazing. Not rating it out. It's here in my top 5.
4 at that.
4. But there's houses here that I feel like are going to be better. Alright?
And number 4 out of 10 is pretty good.
Exactly.
For a house that's probably going to be the least, if not one of the least scary houses.
My number 3. This was the hardest thing for me to rank.
It's Trick or Treat.
No.
Damn it.
This is it was my most anticipated announcement,
Scary Tales.
but it's not my most anticipated house. It's Scary Tales, Deadly Ever After. I love Scary Tales. It's just amazing. There's nothing that really, can be like it. When I think of Scary Tales, it reminds me of, sorry for saying this so much in these past 4 videos, reminds me so much of 25 years. We had a whole scare zone dedicated to it. And then we had Bear. It was the birth of Bear. Like,
now we might have 3 bears.
exactly. But let me not talk about it too much because he has to talk about it. Go ahead.
My number 3 My number 3 is Stranger Things.
What a twist.
From every video we've made before, Stranger Things was always my number 1, and things have surpassed it. There's nothing, I can't see anything bad about it, why it dropped. It's just more excitement for other things. I think the only thing could have lowered it is me knowing it's not going to be very scary for the most part. It could be, but I just can't see it being very scary. 1 through 3 were super hard for this, and I love Stranger Things, and it's my number 3. I can't wait to see what they do with everyone. Hopefully they get child actors. Well, they can't do that. Hopefully they get...
We're going to have
That's
children.
Illegal. That's illegal. Hopefully they have...
Bald.
Also,
Bald.
just, I'll just say hopefully they cast well.
It will. It's very nice.
Well,
They always
good
cast
casting
it right.
is important.
You're not going to have a black Dustin.
Sure.
I want.
My number 2 is Scary Tales. So, I mean, what's better than children's stories? What's scary? Nothing. No, just kidding. But it's. I just think the potential, but also the almost guarantee that it'll be good. Because I don't think anyone thinks it'll be a bad house. I've never heard someone say it'll be a bad house. So I think most people have this towards the top of their list. I haven't spoken to many people about it, but I can guarantee you it's toward the top of many people's lists. The excitement for it when it was announced. I mean, it was the last announcement.
To be real,
So they knew it would be a big thing.
to be honest with you guys, I don't want to happen what happened with Dead Waters, where it was really anticipated, and then when it happened, it was kind of lackluster. I hope that's not what happens, but optimism.
Your number 2.
My number 2. I'm sorry. It's Trick or Treat. This is gonna be my favorite house.
Scandalous.
Yeah. It's gonna be my favorite house. Again, let me mention it one more time, puppets. I can really go into detail when I talk about this house.
We're not going to.
But we're not going to. Just go watch my Midsummer Scream video when they talked about it. They talked about the puppets, all the kids, all the fun stuff. This house is gonna just be beautiful. Think of the scare zone of the year.
And that's a scare zone.
And that's a scare zone. Imagine all of that atmosphere, all of that carnage, everything in a house. In a parade building. Parade buildings are usually tight.
So now that I think about it, I think Carnival Graveyard is going to be the scariest house this year.
All right.
I know that's your number 1.
All right, and my number 1, Carnival Graveyard, Rust in Pieces, will be the scariest house at the event this year. Why? Open scenes. If you guys have seen the pictures they've put out on Twitter, it is phenomenal sets. Huge, ginormous, and I can't get over it. Like, it's beautiful from what I've seen so far, and it's all I've ever wanted.
I just hope it's not a dark house,
It's gonna be a
like
dark
lighting wise.
Oh, it's gonna be dark.
But I hope you could.
It's a rundown graveyard.
I know. I just want the carnival aspect. Maybe lights, like places like carnival lights. That
Yeah, of course. It's gonna be like in
They just
Stranger
don't
Things
go.
when that happens.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too dark.
This is gonna be a really bright event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Trick or Treat will be dark. I think. I feel like it'll be dark, but it could be bright. Seeds of Extinction. I'm not really sure.
It's gonna be dark.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
thinking
so-
it's gonna be nighttime.
I can go on and on about Carnival Graveyard, but I'll let him get down to his number 1, which we all know what it is by now because he said it was his number 2 last time, but it switched.
It's a switch. Like I said earlier, the number 1 thing I think about when I think of Halloween Horror Nights this year, whenever it mentioned, the first thing that comes to my head is Slaughter Cinema. I can't stop thinking about it, which is a crazy thing to say and kind of dumb, but it's just, I think the potential is so high and it's going to be so great that it's just whenever I love movie theater related things.
It's not a movie theater.
I mean, drive-in theater
There you go.
related things, or not theater related things. In any drive-in. Yeah. I love movie related things in that.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Getting a lot of. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
To get ourselves a snack.
The popcorn and soda and stuff.
Nico, the popcorn!
is similar to
Nico,
All
the
Night
popcorn.
Dying.
Nico the popcorn.
So yeah, that's my number one.
Nico the popcorn.
Slaughter Cinema sounds like
Nico!
a Blumhouse house.
The what?
Slaughter Cinema.
Slaughter Cinnamon.
It sounds like something Blumhouse related. I don't know why.
It sounds great.
It's gonna be good. So that's it.
We don't need these anymore.
That's the list.
And that's a wrap.
That's it. Cut it.
Cut it, but don't forget to. I forgot to say this in the last 3 videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Also, before we go, I know we haven't gone into much depth with some of these houses, so maybe before the event, like right before it, we put out separate videos about every house, maybe combine some, explain what you can expect maybe. Maybe get a more in-depth Scaredy Cats guy video.
Yeah.
And who knows what else.
And we're going to have some newbies coming to Horror Nights this year.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at some people right now that are kind of afraid, and I know they're afraid, but just know, we're here to help you out. Call ourselves the Horror Nights Busters.
Wow. Cut it.
If you guys want more videos, let us know.
Well, we're gonna make them anyways. So.
We're gonna make them anyways. We're gonna be there opening night.
Support, keep supporting.
We're gonna be there opening night, guys. I know this video was long. I know these past 3 videos were long. I'm
so much to
sorry,
talk about.
but there's so much to talk about when it comes to Horror Nights. Like I said in the very first one I said it, Horror Nights isn't just a 3-month thing.
It's 12.
It's all year-round thing. It's a lifestyle. Like, I can sit there and talk about Horror Nights all day. My keys to my car have a Horror Nights lanyard. Over my bed, this is gonna sound weird to you guys, but I have Horror Nights memorabilia. It's just a lifestyle. And I hope you guys find a love in Horror Nights the same way I did.
Yeah.
So to all you first-timers going,
Good luck.
good luck. Have fun.
You're gonna need it.
And stay excellent, my dudes.
See ya.